Got confused there for a second. Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Sorry the stream's a little late today, but had a busy day, so we're gonna get back into Assassin's Creed 3, and should be a good time. Should finish off Haytham's section pretty quick, so we'll see how it goes. There we go. That's right, we gotta ride all the way over here. And I don't think there's a fast travel. Oh. Get on the hose. Oh god. Behave, horse. That's what's weird. I didn't put my chair arms up. No wonder I feel kind of out of sorts. Whee. Yeah. A meter to show, said stamina would be great. You know, just a thought. Jump over it. Oh, fine. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Get off the geometry. There you go. Straight lines. That's not gonna work. Bridge. Sort of. Okay. Neat. Come it this way. There we go. Made it. Straight line. Excuse me. Aw. If this was Red Dead, that thing will be dead. I also would have died just then, so. You know, win some, you lose some. Oh, jeez. Boy, get off of that. Alright, fix the arms. Can't play comfortably with the arms down. There we go. Much better. Excuse me, can I stand too close to you?
Use the snowstorm to mask your approach.
Yeah.
Having second thoughts?
Hardly. But I'll have to approach this carefully.
Go on then. I'll keep watch from here.
Alright, lazy. Do everything. Battle of Fort Necessity. This was one of the opening battles of the French and Indian War, and it's important that opening battles are quite exciting, otherwise everyone just sort of loses interest. In 1754, George Washington was sent to the head of the Ohio River Valley with a group of Virginia militia. The land there was contested territory between the British colonialist, and the French. Washington's mission was to retake Fort Duquesne and drive the French forces out of the area. Washington and his troops attacked a French patrol at Jumonville Glen. That's all one piece. In what would be the first acts of violence in the war. Washington expected a return attack, and so had his troops build a palisade wall surrounding their supplies, a fort of necessity, hence the name. But they might as well have called it Fort of Inadequacy, because supplies ran low, and the militia and the British regular reinforcements were quickly overwhelmed. On July 4th, fitting, Washington surrendered and was allowed to retreat, and someone else was put in charge of naming forts. It was Washington's only military surrender, although he had plenty of strategic retreats. PR spin was alive and well back then. Credo of Stabby Stab Club. Yep.
I can hide in that cart.
Stabby Stab Creed. God, the snow is deep. Nothing.
Need a full inventory. As you wish. Let's see. 2 barrels of salt, 12.
He saw nothing.
Pork, 10 pounds beef, 7 dozen eggs, 16 wheels of cheese. None of it French, don't worry.
God, that's a lot of cheese.
Whiskey, couple dozen
And
onions,
only 5 bottles of whiskey. Bad move.
blankets, a cart feed for the horses. What else? That's it. That's all there is.
This is the only cart there is. Where's the cart of feed for the horses? I think you're lying to me. Or at least to that guy.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
John Fraser. No, he doesn't get a picture, so I'm not going to read it out loud. Political troubles, huh? Ooh, lost a rebellion. Bad move. Okay, he's got a reason to hate the French. Alright. Don't know why we care about that guy. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Now don't see the dead body.
No solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict, one in which they'd now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
It doesn't fit well with
I need that guy to turn around.
home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually. The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them.
At least this will be ended soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
So that's John
That
Fraser.
will
Got
surely
it.
be of use.
Oh, do
I
not
need to
kill any
find it.
guards using a weapon. Didn't even see that. Oh well, murder time. Turn around, you prick. Oh, what's that in this thing? You should come look. Oh, Snuggles. Ooh, you see nothing. You still see nothing? Oops. Crap. Did that too soon. Get up there. Fine, go this way. Get down. Need to get this. Alright. See nothing. Wee. Not what you were supposed to do, duda. Ooh. Hi, George. What's up? Ooh. Step. Nope. Didn't want to whistle. Yeah, I called his buddy. That's not good. Can go ahead and hide right here. Okay. Got it. Don't stab the named character. Made a boo-boo, then I made a big boo-boo. For America. I
Those
mean,
cannons
at this
are like
point,
to cause trouble.
they are America.
Perhaps I could sabotage them.
But I already sabotaged that one. Why is it highlighted again? If I get it, does it count as the second one? Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Didn't see me. Okay, I guess that works. I can just leave now. Yeah, fortuitous glitching. Where'd these two guys go? Okay, something's weird. Gonna go this way. Shh. You see nothing. Hi. See ya, Slappy. Ooh, maybe don't want to go this way. Sleep. Should have just knocked him out. Oh well. There, I escaped. Ah, bunnies. Oh, crap. I can't skin them yet. So that was a heartless display of barbarism. That bunny didn't hurt anybody. I could stab the snow and letting me run fast travel, though. Ah, this is annoying. Ooh, it's my audio all screwed up again. Yo.
What news?
There.
Braddock has left
Fixed it.
to rally his troops. They're marching on Fort Duquesne. It'll be a while yet till they're ready, which gives us time to form a plan.
No need. We will ambush them here near the river. Go and gather your allies. I will do the same.
How long was the
I
audio
will
messed
send
up?
word when it is time to strike.
Or was it actually messed up? Okay, fast travel, please. No. I need a horse. Actually, I think... Yeah. Yeah, for calling a taxi. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, my bad, sorry. Oh, jeez, sorry. My bad. Not that I care. Oh, shut up. Horse. the door. Open the door.
The cold, cold ground.
Here, here.
Sounded like a real craptastic song.
Hard at work, I see.
How did you...
It is time. We've set up camp to the north. Meet me there.
Neat.
Gentlemen, let us away.
Time to dip ye olde wick. Oh wait, you guys are coming too? Crap. Maybe not tonight.
First it was too cold. Now it's too goddamn hot.
Braddock Expedition! This battle was part of the French and Indian War. In it, Edward Braddock's force of 1,500 British regulars and militia was decimated by a group of French-led soldiers half its size. This is not something we talk about much in Britain. Braddock had been sent to capture Fort Duquesne at the top of the Ohio River. His officers included a young George Washington, possibly because Washington knew the area, having surrendered at Fort Necessity the year before. Braddock's troops were about 10 miles from Fort Duquesne when they were ambushed by a group of French and indigenous fighters. Braddock's advanced troops were overwhelmed and fell back into the main body of the army. His rearguard didn't hear the order to stop and kept advancing into the main body of the army as well. The result was chaos. Almost every one of his officers was killed, with the exception of Washington. Braddock himself was fatally wounded. Washington had him carried from the field, and he died 4 days later. An interesting historical note, Braddock gave his officer's sash to George Washington, asking him to preserve it. Washington did. It's still on display on Mount Vernon. The medal was also known as Braddock's defeat, but interestingly, no one knows why. I'm kidding, though if you need me to tell you why, I don't think you're really cut out for this. Ooh, vodka do is good. That'll be the next drink. Right now I'm doing Maker's Mark and Coke.
It's a right swamp, I tell you.
To say nothing of the mosquitoes.
Warm weather and bugs are soon to be the least of our worries.
What? You mean the bulldog? Please. We'll be in that one's beef soon enough and on to the next.
Where's your boy Lee gone off to?
Returned to finish out his service under Braddock.
I imagine the Bulldog's none too pleased after the stunt we pulled.
Pleased to spin a
probably
tale
not.
of my incompetence and beg forgiveness. He has a way with words, especially when it comes to flattery. I expect he'll be welcomed back with open arms.
Little brown noser indeed.
Which would give us a man inside.
Precisely.
Unless you've underestimated Eleanor.
Off the os. Sneaky,
If I
sneaky.
have, Charles will sense it first and make his escape. He's more clever than you think.
And he's
When this
stinky.
is done, I'm taking a week in New York. It's high time I went and saw the sights.
Of him?
I see you've been busy.
All these men are from many different tribes, united in their desire to see Braddock sent away.
To the next life.
The Abenaki, the Lenape, the Shawnee.
And you? Who do you stand for?
Myself.
Because I can't
What would
get the
you
rest
have
of
me
my guys to agree.
Will you help the others to prepare? Follow.
Yeah.
They come.
Everything all right, sir?
Just
Hello.
savoring the moment. No doubt, many wonder why it is we've pushed so far west. These are wild lands as yet untamed and unsettled. But it shall not always be so. In time, our holdings will no longer suffice. And that day is closer than you think.
The cameraman's awfully
We must
steady.
ensure our people have ample room to grow and further prosper, which means we need more land. The French understand this
Extra
and
dew
endeavor
for
to
the
prevent
win.
such growth. They skirt around our territory, erecting forts and forging alliances, awaiting the day they might strangle us with the noose they've built. This must not come to pass. We must sever the cord and send them back. This is why we ride, to offer them one last chance. The French will leave, or they will die.
Now's the time to strike.
Wait. To scatter the expedition is not enough. We must ensure that Braddock falls, else he's sure to try again. I'll disguise myself as one of his own and make my way to his side. Your ambush will provide the perfect cover for me to deliver the killing blow.
And then he did. Super dead. I'm not gonna start reading about all those guys because it would take forever.
There, in front of us.
What's the secondary? Not what I wanted. Go away. Go away. Tell me my thing. Push it without triggering open conflict. Good God, I can't speak. Hey, buddy. How are you?
Kill them!
Ah, crap. Nope, that works. Dead. He did too. I'm just reloading here, since it takes an hour and a freaking half. Okay, starting to rain for no reason. What was the secondary thing? I missed it. Already did it. Thought they had a new one.
How could anyone call this forest home? It's all
With the French push back, there'll be a lot of opportunities for us up north.
Right past the huge trucks.
Have served, you mean? Sir, you are grateful to have served. General!
What a dick. Oh, it's
I'll
the
not
thing again.
tolerate doubt amongst those I command.
Can you hear
Nor
what the audio
sympathy
is
for
like?
the enemy.
Or is it just a
No
visual
time
thing?
for insubordination. He paid for his treachery, as all traitors must. If we are to win this war against the French, nay, when we win this war, it will be because men like you obeyed men like me, and did so without hesitation. We must have order amongst our ranks, and a clear chain of command. Leaders and followers. Without such structure, there can be no victory. Am I understood?
Hiya, buddy.
Edward. Not so fun on the other end of the barrel, is it?
Look out!
Sir. Where are
What's up,
you off?
Charles? Oh, right. Reload. Yep, that's what I thought. I may not be able to do the extra objective because my pistol is not starting reloaded. Even though I very specifically reloaded it before the freaking break. Reload. Fucking fire, you nerd. Yeah, something's up with the game. I may need to restart it. Because it is not doing what it's supposed to. Oh well. That's alright. Boosh.
I never took you for a coward, Edward.
Come on, then!
Really? Oh, shot him right in the butt.
Such arrogance. I always knew it would be the end of you. Is the end of you.
And that's Washington.
Don't. Hurry before he gets away! I said go!
Ow. Right in the face.
I don't deserve this!
Don't you, though? Your character bio's pretty unflattering.
Hypocrite, Haytham!
I'm sorry, Edward, but you forced my hand.
Nice run. High knees, high knees, high knees.
Oh, damn it!
And okay, the blood came out of him before I stabbed him. That dude was dead anyway.
Why, Haytham?
Your death opens a door.
Sorry, I'm a nervous
Nothing
bleeder.
personal. Well, maybe it is a little personal. Been a pain in my ass, after all.
But we are brothers in arms.
Once, perhaps. No longer. Do you think I've forgotten
Oh,
what you did?
I got a new controller, by the way.
Those innocents slaughtered, and for what?
Nice. Dark
Does
midnight
not
blue.
engender peace to cut your way to resolution.
Wrong. Whether we applied the sword more liberally and more often, the world would be a better place than it is today.
In this instance,
I concur.
Arse is a good word. Pain in the arse.
Farewell, Edward.
Oh, you should see the other thing I got today. I don't know if it's okay to show it on Twitch, though, is the problem. It goes bang and throws very small pieces of metal very quickly, long distances. Yup. Did Brandon tell you?
I upheld my part of the bargain. I expect that you will honor yours.
I can throw a picture up on Discord if you want. Freedom stick! I'll throw a couple pictures into the Discord real fast. Yep, I was right. Time to dip ye olde wick.
No. No!
You seem
Maybe I can set
disappointed.
it. There it goes.
I thought that
Just
I
can't
held
do
the
them
keys
both at the
that would
same
open
time.
something here.
This room is all there is.
I expected more.
There you go.
What do they mean?
Unfortunately, I got the second to last
It tells
one.
the story of Yotzitzizu, who came into our world and shaped it for what life might come.
I'm taking it to sight in the red dot
She had a
tomorrow.
hard journey, fraught with great loss and peril. But she believed in her children and what they might achieve. And though she is long gone from the physical world, her eyes still watch over us. Her ears still hear our words. Her hands still guide us. And her love still gives us strength.
My God, his hands are huge. I think it's all gloved, though.
You've shown me great kindness, dear. Thank you.
He is not native. That man is super British.
I should go.
His son's gonna be native, though. Text message. No, he just has it tied back like a freaking British dude. It just needs to be white is all. This man is white as the driven snow. He just wishes he was native. Hi, doggo. So many dogs, all the same model. Do. Got so many things open. There's no way that's still available. Not to mention I don't have any place to put it. Yes, that is the Green Dragon Inn where we've been staging all of our stuff. That's because he was in the dark. Also, for reasons that are about to become apparent. Hi, Charles.
Master Kenway. Did you find it then?
It was not the right place.
The others are waiting for you.
On the competition? Question mark?
Gentlemen, please sit. I fear our temple was no more than a painted cave. Although it did contain
I don't have a
precursor
carbine.
images and script, which means we are close.
Not close enough, it seems.
We need to redouble our efforts and expand
That
our
dude
order.
is super drunk.
Establish a permanent base here. Although the site eludes us, I am confident we will find it.
Truth. Hear, hear.
Furthermore, I believe it is time we welcome Charles into our fold. He has proven himself a loyal disciple and served unerringly since the day he came to us. He should be able to share in our knowledge and reap all the benefits that such a gift implies. Are any opposed? Very well. Charles, come, stand.
Stand on your mark on the stage there.
Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order and all that for which we stand?
I do.
I'm trying to
And
think
never
what kind of
share our
competition you're
secrets
talking
nor divulge
about.
the true nature of our work,
I do.
and to do so from now until death, whatever the cost.
I do.
Then we welcome you into our fold, brother. Together, we will usher in the dawn of a new world, one defined by purpose and order. Give me your hand.
I would... Oh, from forever ago. No, unfortunately, I did not win that one. I've been
May the
entering...
Father of Understanding
This is
guide
why
us.
he was darker, because he's evil! Evil bad man. I've entered a couple of their contests since then. But I have not won anything yet. There was like a Scar that came up, a couple of pistols, now there's a M1903 American bolt action. So I'll just keep throwing my name in the hat, see if it comes out. Evil! So evil. I've got a headache for being so evil.
Wow. Wow, indeed.
The key must be the amulet Haytham took from London.
We might know what it looks like, but we're no closer to finding it.
My
Desmond,
God,
we
you
need
are
to keep going.
horrifying to look at.
Hey, he's your ancestor too. Why don't you hop in the Animus?
Really? That's your response? It's like dealing with a 6-year-old.
I mean,
What is wrong
he has a
with you,
point.
Desmond?
You have the same DNA, dumbass.
You want to know what's wrong?
Oh yeah,
sick of
no,
being
Desmond's
treated like I'm
gotten a
not
bigger
even
nose
here.
every game.
Desmond, do
from
this.
1
Desmond,
through 3.
do that. Desmond, you better figure things out because the sun is going to turn us all to ash. And I know I was really nice to you, but actually I'm just another Templar plot twist. And yes, I would like very much for you to be controlled by a magic space wizard so that you can murder me. So there's your answer. I'm sick of being a goddamn pawn. I thought it might be different with you. I mean, you're my father, but turns out you're no better than the fucking Templars.
Ash.
Don't you ever equate me to those bastards again. You hear me? Everything I do, everything I have done, has been for you. Maybe I pushed a
No,
little
it's
too
been
hard,
for the assassins,
asked a
not for
little too
him.
much. But try and remember exactly
You are a
what's at
gigantic
stake.
asshole.
You need to get it together, kid. We're running out of time.
Right, that was unusual. Well, I'm just going to pretend that this never happened and get back to bringing everyone up to speed on where we stand. news
He's the guy that writes all the
isn't
history
good.
stuff,
It appears
hence
this
the
temple is powered by a
sarcastic
collection
tone.
Of, well, I guess they're batteries. You found one on your way in, but there aren't any more. At least
I mean, Sean's got a
not
fairly
down here.
realistic looking nose. They're just highlighted
Any
weird.
idea where we can find replacements?
Not yet. So I intend to tip.
Rebecca looks kind of odd,
If
though.
I can cross-reference these
when they show
particular
her.
devices with their database, then maybe we'll get lucky.
See what you can do.
Obviously. Anyway, Desmond, you can either take a look around here or we can head back to the Animus.
They also light her face really funny there. Exposition time. Ah, get off the desk.
What are you working on?
Lots of different stuff. If you're going into the field, we need a way to keep
He does
tabs
look
on
kind of
you
like
and
an
stay
older,
in
handsome
touch.
Jack.
Hacking into local security systems won't cut it.
Thanks.
For what?
I don't know. Everything.
Keeping my
Sacrificed
stupid
a lot
ass
for me,
alive.
You and Sean both. I mean, you upgraded the Animus, you helped train me, pulled me out of that coma. You put all that work into the database and helped me solve Clay's puzzles. I know I haven't been the easiest person to work with, and I'm sorry for that. I just want you to know that even if I'm shitty at showing it, I appreciate everything you've done.
More exposition.
Finally get some answers down here?
Why is she talking to me through the comms?
Maybe. Talking to the first Civ has always been a pain in the ass, though.
Imagine what it must be like for them.
What do you mean?
They've been separated from us by tens of thousands of years. A completely different language and culture. Possessed of an intelligence vastly superior to our own. We're lucky they've communicated as much as they have.
I don't know why they had to make this all so complicated.
And
I mean,
that
if
they
they need
don't. Oh
something
God,
from me,
why
they
are
should
you
just come
standing
out and
there?
say it.
Creepy lady.
I've been wondering about that myself. I get the sense Juno and Minerva didn't exactly see eye to eye.
No.
I'm studying everything I can get my hands on, but maybe you'll find something down here that can shed
I was
light
talking to
on the
Rebecca, you dick.
what happened between them.
Don't want to hear your voice.
What do you think's behind that door?
Sorry, there's a
No
lot of
idea.
exposition here early on.
Do you think it can save us?
The first Civ seemed to think so.
What if it's dangerous?
I'll need to go
not
get
like
a
we have
vodka
a
dew
lot
as
of
well here
alternatives.
shortly. Yeah, probably a small snack.
I don't know, warn the president?
And what's he gonna do? Who's to say he isn't in bed with Abstergo?
100%
Seems everyone
is.
these days.
What if we went to them? To Abstergo, I mean.
I thought about it, actually. Showing them what we've seen, trying to work together. They must know so much more than we do, but
What is it?
it's possible they know exactly what's going to happen. That they want it to happen. I mean, for all we know, they're hiding out in bunkers right now, waiting for the world to end.
Mm-hmm.
Then, when it's all over, out they come. Ready to take control.
God, I hope you're wrong.
So do I, Rebecca. So do I.
Got any more? Nope. Good. Oh, emails. No. Targeting system is better. Free running is better. One input button instead of two. Moving assassinations and weapon pickups. Weather system. Animals, because you can pet them now. Faster fast travel. Better map, which it's definitely better than the last game. Welcome back, fully recovered. The database is more or less the same. I know it's easy to get distracted in the Animus. Do not go exploring the temple without first clearing it with me. And carry your headsets at all times in case you fall down. We've got a visitor. It's Juno. She's been appearing every now and then. She sort of flits through the air, reminds us to guard you well, find the key, blah blah blah, and then poof, gone. First we thought it was just another holographic recording, but then your father called her some rather choice words, and she glared at him, swiveled those eyes in his direction, and frowned. Creeped me out. I don't know if she's reaching out to us from the past, if some part of her is still conscious, or maybe she's inside the apple, like some evil genie. Whatever it is, she gave me the creeps. On that note, happy Halloween. Haytham's amulets. Little tiny piece of Eden, probably. All the fixes and updates and improvement, you put in the recent software version, one would think you'd actually have the decency to include an British English dictionary in the spell checker. Some of us prefer to use proper language when corresponding. The database keeps trying to replace the letter S with Z in certain words, and it's declared war on the letter U as well. Realize becomes realize, and color becomes color. Wrong. It's all rather ethnocentric, if you ask me. Also quite against the principles of the Assassin Brotherhood, last I checked. And here I thought we were meant to be an inclusive bunch. Replying to email chains will no longer return multiple instances of the word re. Should cut down on subject length. Are you sure about that? Very funny. Focus, please. See from the data in this email, you've been in the Animus for a few days, but don't worry, we stayed on top of your vitals, not even a blip, so it looks like the extending the sessions won't be a problem. Whatever happened between you and 16 seems to have increased your tolerance. That's because there's two people in my brain now. The Animus keeps you in a resting state, which takes care of fatigue, and your memories are vivid enough. We actually are seeing micro-movement in your muscles, which means no atrophy issues either. Still, we'll bring you out for breaks just to stay on the safe side. Alright. Let's go talk to Papa.
Yes? Just thought I'd, say hi. You have more important things to do right now.
Dick!
Jesus,
this guy is an asshole.
What? What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Hi, son. How are you? What have you been up to?
I know what you've been up to. Nothing. You wasted away in some shitty apartment with a pointless job. While the rest of us
I have
were
a
out
blade
there
strapped to
fighting
my wrist, right?
You are
Just
such an
one
asshole.
flex of the forearm and I can
hitting me?
stab you.
Because this time, I will hit back.
Yup.
Let's just get back to work, okay?
Get away from my bed, Juno, you creepy ass. Hey, Sean. What's up, buddy?
Would you look at that?
What is it?
If I had to guess, I would say it's a
gigantic
counter.
door.
And judging from the iconography, I think it's safe to say when that's emptied, the end begins. Hello, Desmond. How's things?
Same old. Another day, another ancestor.
Trying not to die,
Who'd have
like
thought you'd have
always.
a Templar in your family tree.
I think he started out as an assassin. They must have turned him.
Right you are, in fact. I've been reviewing our archives, and it appears that Haytham's father was indeed an assassin, which means
He was a Grand
likely one
Master.
too, at least for a little while.
The
What else
last
did you
time the
find?
assassins controlled
That
England,
fella
in
from the
fact.
opera, Reginald Birch, Grand Master of the London chapter of Templars, he and Haytham's father, a man named Edward, well, they were long-time rivals. Now, it appears Birch got his hands on Haytham at a rather young age, worked his wiles to convince Haytham to switch sides. Wonder how he did it.
By
I'll
being
see
an
if I can't
asshole.
dig up more.
And a very charming asshole at that.
Honest answer, please, Desmond. Do you think we're getting out of this alive?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's
you
a
guys
pretty tall
might.
order. The
They
first
seem
Civ
hell
couldn't
bent
save
on
the
killing
world.
my
How the hell are we
dumbass.
supposed to swing it?
We have some time.
We have less than 2 months. They had decades and a lot more resources.
Decades,
and the
try
worst
hundreds
part
of
is we knew
years.
this was coming for, what, hundreds of years?
See,
History repeats, it seems. The first Civ was so busy with their war against us, no one even noticed what was happening. We get advance warning and then fall to fighting with the Templars. Lovely.
Hopefully, whatever's behind that door will make a difference.
And if it doesn't?
I always wait for the game to
Well,
screw up there and walk us
at least
both
we
off the
tried.
edge. Actually, I should probably make sure that's it.
Back to work I go.
It is.
You should consider doing the same.
Nah, don't walk me off. Now, question. Where are you going? I got... Almost ran into the hole. That would have been bad. Excuse me. Okay, that's what I thought. If stuff triggers in here, I'm allowed to kind of finish it up.
In the beginning, when we thought we could be saved,
You
we sought to
glowy
face the sun's
bint.
wrath and contain it.
You suck.
4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it. But even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor and still the work would not be done. The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not.
You know, thinking about the future. Make the drones do it. PowerPoint time. Again.
If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world. We lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked. Even this we could not do. A sixth, an eighth, a tenth, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps
A tenth of the
time
planet is
city
pretty
might be
freaking
spared.
good.
But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
He has a very long face. I can't activate it yet. Slideshows for nothing. Hey. All right. Gonna hop back in this.
Right now. Let's talk later.
I wasn't talking to you. I was laying into machine.
All right, here goes.
Gonna load this up, and I'm gonna go get a snack and refill my drink. Oh, story first. They had, oh baby. Your people are super understanding.
Raganero quaque unte zinito guanyo. Nek zi ohondo yo hawitu ya de haganeraque. Zinuero joqua templar alguego tadinero darhox. Ne on ha at getsanis. Zigatke sun arian a higun sagandanu agat gato zine sagar ascanex.
Such an interesting language. A lot of hard G sounds in there. Alright, don't throw me into a cutscene, please. You threw me into a cutscene. You dick.
Zit one day stuff.
Onisa Jerdha.
You're subtle.
Ya otana guanek guanek.
Radunagedu, the what did you Runyana? Runajagedu another ratu than
That boy has pudgy cheeks. Nothing.
How was? Nexi dosa easy nakahonda di yahaze.
Yeah. Working on it. Okay, I will be back. And we back. That's quite timely. I had a fairly obnoxious sounding burp that was worse than I thought it was going to be. And I apologize to my wife saying that I'm sorry, I'm a disgusting pig. And she said, no, you're not a pig. You're sweating. Therefore, you cannot be a pig because you're sweating. So you're just disgusting then, as I walk back upstairs.
Hi, Star.
So,
Hi, Star.
you know, can't fault her for that. Wee. Doggo! Pat the dog, guys. I am faster than everybody. That is a problem this game has, along with most of the others. They move at kind of this weird speed. It's not full run, it's not walk. It's somewhere in between. Or at least faster than previous games. Yeah. Uh-huh. Which is how it's supposed to be. At least it's cooler downstairs.
Zora Gohadu.
Somehow, my bedroom is the coldest room in the house currently.
Is it as a datum?
Which I am just fine with.
Aska Degani Asa Gayeri.
Now, I have to wonder, I'd probably have to look it up, but the voice actor for this kid, was he actually Native American? Or did they have to teach the lines to just a regular English kid? Evil! Well, now we're an evil child, so there's that. Clue. And hopefully the hail doesn't do anything, because we've had a couple hailstorms up here recently. I'm just about done with that shit. And I feel bad because my dad's car got hit pretty bad. He's gonna try and take care of it with some dry ice, but we'll see how well it goes. So if it works well on his, maybe we can use it on mine, because mine got hit pretty bad last year. Hey look, there's a small child. Long enough to scare the shit out of our parents, that's how long. Next clue is somewhere. The last one I could kind of see him through the stack. There's a clue down here though, so we're gonna go do that. Hey-ya! Boosh! Clue. It should be for that kid. There's a clue. Never mind. I lied. Running out of time. Also, I'm a little kid, so I don't know how to sprint for some reason. I remember when I turned 6 and got my sprinting license. All the clues. Another clue. Should be this one. Give me a full minute to find the other one. And finding him without a mistake. Oh, there he is. If I sit still enough, they'll think I'm a rock. No, I'm not. You're just dumb. You already asked that question, and I already answered it. Shut up. Sneak skill not high enough for that maneuver. Crouching does not make you invisible yet. God dang it. Are there seriously not enough clues? So we got it down to these two piles, pretty much. Don't see him in that one. There he is. Found him. Oh, and vodka do cheers. Return to the tree. The designated counting tree. How in the hell did I find 3 and end up with 4? Anybody want to follow? Ha! Ha ha. You guys can't superhero jump.
Sidawat kadi cheduni.
Easy as a yacht away.
Aska, Degani, Asa, Gayerdi, Whisk, Yayak, Zada.
You go as far away as we possibly can here. One of my favorite quotes of all time. One day the universe was created. Since then, it has been regarded by many as a terrible move. Same way math was made. One day someone decided, I need a way to keep track of how much things I have, so they discovered numbers. Since then, people have just been wasting time. Hi, Charles. Long time no see. You're kind of a dick now. Tripping little kids.
You look familiar. Where have I seen you before?
Take my spit, old man.
That wasn't very nice.
Let me go!
Listen to that.
Hi, Thomas.
Small for a savage.
More spirited too. We have questions for your elders. Only tell us where your village is, boy, and you can go.
It's hard to speak while you're choking the shit out of me.
I could snap your neck, you know. A little more pressure, and pop. The sad little flame of your life extinguished. You are a nothing, a speck of dust. You and all your ilk, living in the dirt like animals, oblivious to the true ways of the world.
Evil.
The wiser among you recognize the shape of the future. They throw themselves at our feet and beg mercy. But not you, it seems. No. You cling desperately to your ways, Too ignorant to know your folly.
Charles, he's been dead for 5 minutes.
But I am not unkind. And so I spare you, that you may carry word to your people. Let them know the sooner we are given what we seek, the sooner you can return to your pathetic, empty lives. A fair trade, is it not?
What is your name?
Charles Lee. Why do you ask?
So I can find you.
I look forward to it.
You Irish bastard. You're wearing your kilt the wrong way. Doesn't go on your shoulder. Ow. Shouldn't have drinking that fifth of whiskey. Ooh, flames. That's always a good sign. I still have not unlocked the sprint function. Neat. Get ready for a lot of distraught children noises. And that deer just about took me out. We're not going that way. This kid is strong. Run through the burning building. Okay, well that wasn't that close to crushing me. Climb. Oh, can't climb. Well, that's nice. Mashing the circle button like I'm worth something. When you get hit so hard in the chest cavity that blood splashes onto your face, probably not going to be a great day for you. And in that time, probably not going to be a great for rest of your life for you. A lot of sad kid noises. Understandably so. I wasn't out of breath, but I was already annoying myself. Now, gotta talk to you before I wander off. Got it. Guess which kid this was. Nope. Ow. I'm supposed to teach this guy how to climb a tree, and I screwed it up. Get up. The trick is you have to press X without hitting a direction.
Huh? Zezak tinuwe yo dikunde. Zahaga yo yanere.
Obviously, he was jumping off of cliffs when he was a little kid.
Nekti doni gari was tona yo tuhage. Nona ska guidene ne, the wasa gayeri ni hadi runugwe, kaa, ta hunana dahwage. So nona askana nage ne, ta de watna neda. Iga gar hagunsu on doratu, kaa unzage undaditaru. Garu ne zosera aska de wanyawa na hadihage. Yates kari was the yunkia quadaze.
He can see into the future.
Te dun zohum jokna de wire, toga yaho tena tai de wire, toga yah tai de waderio, to arena zawatne.
Tokni kuhak. Wagerek the gari hunyani or near to the agerato.
Tigawanio, to agots yoti nakuni, zaha gasto zeriohage, zeniotne oya.
Next yatamdo era yedene de negahondage.
Yata de dun zohum unka go de yanderge wahi. How you geni dogas ki doga and deni gueni toya yedenewe, ne dosa ya yedini rada ne unzage.
What there yon that seraxa negiga.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gaskena gera.
Nice and casual in the tree, you know. Wee.
Tazada dehta. Garni orden dasse.
You're supposed to go down and around. There you go. Made it.
Quahnek daxer.
Ha. And then I'm gonna wait here because I know that he's gonna fuck it up. Get out of there, you wuss. No, he just doesn't have protagonist written above his head. Oh. Really? It spawned me and dropped me into the water, therefore failing the objective. Ugh. Dick game. I may need to restart the game because it is not acting the way it's supposed to. Alright, let's try this. Around the corner. There you go. Alright. We can blame Steve, yes. He's in LA, but we can blame him. In fact, it's because he's in LA, that's why. What happens if we fall and die? Well, you answered your own question, genius. You die. And then you respawn and you could do it again. Okay, don't drop me. Thank you. I hear treasure for some reason. Okay, can we climb? Nope. 8. Okay, well, that was cool. Let's restart that checkpoint. Nope. Can't remember where to go. It's not super obvious, which is a pain, but also better than being painted for you, I guess. Up that way, that way, that way, that way. Up here. Now. Go around this way. Nope. How about up this crack here? That works, I suppose. For some reason, this does not count as a round area. Not sure why. Uh-oh. Not a protagonist! I'm still alive, it's fine. You saw nothing. Precisely. Nope. Up here. Come on. Feathers. Oh god. Bouncy. Now, where's the last one? Maybe go where the birds are? Nope. Well, I don't want to go in here. Okay, didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Up, up, baba. There we go. There, found it. Get over here. Do. Hi, Glitchy. Not yet. Time to go kill stuff.
Yeah, segu de dum zong mai deni wararo ge danu ganehum.
No, you haven't. It is because you're fat, yes.
Kanadakta ezot kudina gerenyo ton di jadora de.
Self-awareness is an important skill. Good for you.
Yot kwenya sia kan heya de. Kaya danoru ne giga de hum tanega. Onek tia de waderi wa kwenyas tage ne sa oyera.
There he is.
Denak dotas aundas sade sanuni. Togan se sadovate. Ande wadu negene gari. Tanu yan wadorat serayan datne. What next? Jojera tu onek
big old stand.
Tinume kuja darorox ne gundirio. Tio sumagaru de. Ti de watskan hukwa. Ti kahnegi rata. Zezak ne kayendere watrori ti unwak to dundundawarie. Kanaktiyo ne ka yung karhara.
Gotta hold the button. Got it.
Jat karhara. Kan to zat karhara.
Kan niot.
Yung yanere. How jade nyanda ne zaha gario dawana ye deniena. Zini gariwa sugenir hare.
Thought I heard something. Did not.
To idawes. So that's the neost is a honor.
Ya, kaya gwire danu gahure au naya anga daksa de ne ganehum. Negigas kayada gesnu sage angats de zi anjena. Onak tis kena
Just gonna moonwalk over there.
Toga oskenundu ayungenika awadego. Takwaderorok.
Sneaking up on the deer.
Tawaga the hujose on the getting gora di hato.
Bait. Come and get some food. Definitely not gonna kill you when you get here. He literally just punched it in the neck and killed it. Stab. Check the snares. There's one.
Yama.
Done and done.
Yachte wag der yan dare.
Yeah, come on, big man. More than one type of animal. Combine bait and a snare and arrow assassinate. Okay. So bait and a snare is easy enough. Put a snare here. And bait. And while that does that, three different animals, huh? Okay, an arrow assassinate. That part's easy. Yeah. Dick. I got that one. Ooh, I got a fox. Nice. Made that easy. Okay. Fox, I need rabbits though. Fox, rabbit, and deer are what you can hunt in this area. There it is. Post up in a tree. And ran away. Throw some bait. Sprinkle. fox. Guess that'll work. Need a bunny. Bunnies are the hard ones to find because they're tiny. And deer, a lot of the time you can get those idiots just by sprinting through the forest. See? Something tells me I can't go this way. Shut up. Leave me alone. Game. Bait. Here, dearie. Ooh. Well. No! Damn it. Well, shit. The next two need to be a deer and a bunny. At least I don't need to get any more from the air. Yeah. Come here. Oh, it's a baby. I don't want to get the baby. Come here. Glitchy, glitchy. Ah, damn it. Dicks. Bunny. Yes, a bunny. Oh, he disappeared. What a dick. Ooh. Bunny. Bunny. Got it. Freaking reflex shot on the bun. Alright. Last one. Needs to be a dir. We go murr with the dir. Oh, really? Sweet. That was convenient. You just happened to be right below where I was standing. Boom. All of the things. Where are you at?
Oh, naawa na. Otku.
We're murring with the dir. Guess what? There's a burr. I want to escape from the bear. I want to kill the bear. Hiya! Where'd he go? Hey, Mr. Bear. Where are you? Come get some. I have some yummy num-nums for you. I think I have to kill him with a bow to kill him. Okay, my supple body will be used as bait. Where'd he go? Mr. Bear. he's still playing. Here he is. Got him. Got him. This dude is a pincushion. Got him. Come here. Give me your supple bear meat. Yeah, and all my arrows back, which is awesome. Gonna go toward the village, though I don't have as far to go. Kill me a bear, have a skin to prove it. If you go to the wrong spot in this mission, you get attacked by a cougar as well. I saved a lot of people. That bear was pissed. Because he paid attention. Something you could learn to do, boy. He's already walking like a creepy bastard. Just arms out and lean forward. Just meh. That right there, that's a man who murs. Wait, oh god. Okay, apparently I'm climbing that now. Oh hi. You saw nothing. Certainly not me accidentally climbing something. What? I can pickpocket people? No, I can't. Why are you telling me then? How come you're the only white-haired person here? Super immune system, I guess? And suddenly everything's orange. God, now I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I still need to finish that game. I always get about halfway through and get distracted. Kind of like with the Assassin's Creed games, which is why I'm playing through them all. Welcome back. Where'd you go? If I might ask. Text message. Another text message. My brother's sending memes. We did blame Steve, yes. Because he's in LA and not watching the stream. It's his fault. Also, we killed a bear because I had a bunch of arrows and the bear looked like a comfortable place to place that arrows. What do you want, Ken? Ooh, super pressurized. The bear did deserve it. He attacked my friend. So he got fucked. Yeah, this is like the third day I'm drinking this gigantic can. But it was warming up, so the can expanded and made a noise. Oh, it's good stuff. I always forget it's kind of an amber red color. It's a very pretty drink, actually. It's a ghost apple. I have no idea why that one's clear. Because all the other ones are made out of gold.
Greetings, Guardian.
Oh God, not you!
A spirit?
You may think of me as such.
Last time we saw you in such an intimate setting, you made me stab my friend.
You were before.
I mean, she deserved it, but you made it happen.
It is known as the Nexus. From here, probabilities are calculated so that the proper path may be chosen.
What path?
Yours.
She's gonna marry you. Run. At least it's not the woman in black. That chick creepy. Oh God. Can I steer yet? Oh, sort of. Okay. Not airplane controls. I also don't have full control yet. There we go. Regular airplane controls. Good.
What have you done to me?
Selected
Made
a
you
form
a
familiar
birdie.
to your culture. It is designed to ease navigation.
Whee. Oh God, trees, low-hanging fruit.
We have waited millennia for your
Oh
arrival.
God, smack me into shit.
Who will bring to him the last piece, that he may open the door.
I do not
I'm just gonna
understand.
fly up here for a
Nor need
while.
you. I sense my words cause pain, but such was not my intention. You are important, child, in more ways than you will ever know. As we speak, forces gather in secret, preparing to seize control of the land.
Look, table full of
If they
douchebags.
succeed, the sanctuary will be breached.
They had a cannon firing at that door. Oh God! Ouch! Damn it! Ouch! Double damn it! Amber waves of grain.
Yours is a special lineage. Past, present, future. Many are connected to you. Many who have changed the world. Who will change the world.
It's winter
So
now
too
for no
shall
reason.
you.
Oh, jeez.
I have called you here that you might know your duty. You must protect sanctuary from those
Don't
who would undo
force me
our
through
work.
stuff I don't want to do.
What sanctuary? What work?
Pull up.
Maintaining your current course will result in a negative outcome.
Yeah, all these dead people.
Premature access will destabilize the region.
Yeah.
Your village and its people will be destroyed.
Text message. Just a lol. This tree is like the Avatar tree. Oh, turn. This bird does not control very well.
What am I to do?
You will learn of a man who will provide additional training. Seek this symbol. No doubt you have many questions. Time will see them answered. For now, you must
Oh, pull up!
follow.
Stupid.
Leading is for later.
Oh God, where am I going? I was following her, and it fucking killed me. Okay. Supposed to die? Question mark? I guess. Flew through a bunch of assassin symbols and got screwed anyway. Phone gon' die. Do 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 do. Phone's gon' die. Ugh, give me the thing. Phone's not gon' die. Do 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 do. Phone's gon' live. God, those shrooms were something else, man. How in the hell did he end up out here, and why did they let him leave? He walked into a tent with the weird old lady, and then just wandered out mumbling gibberish, and they let him go. These people don't care about you. Probably because you've been a moody bastard since your mom died. Also, you're an artist, apparently.
Adun heads wagin at duni.
And she followed him like a creeper. Yeah. Peace pipe plus Quaaludes equal wee. I'm a bird.
Jungar haratstone ayedewa dunhunjanuna nexti da sheri de nise. De otden ju haje on hunjage dano ya taundo ayungwa da se dunhage.
Ya ka atakit skodage dano agader harda dene ayede wanda ne.
Wat gunya do dari sigi owadu era osete.
Ohnu jera di desaderi wadenyani.
Need to look something up while they're yammering on. Because she knows you're a stubborn asshole, that's why. Show me what I want to see, please. Don't do this. Stay calm, internet. Stay calm. Not seeing what I want to see.
Leaving home was harder than I thought. I expected the journey would fill me with a sort of pride, a sense of accomplishment. But whatever it was that carried me away from home soon fled, replaced by questions, and no small amount of doubt. Had I been too hasty? Had I made a mistake? The others in the village, they thought this was something I wanted, something I chose to do. But it never felt that way to me. No, it was not a choice. It was an obligation.
You're supposed to jump up.
Because if
Genius.
not me, then who?
Come on. See, why didn't you do that in the first place? I'm not going there. Oh, let's go the easy way, maybe. Stab! Yeah. Okay. Way to go, camera. Fixed it. Got lucky on that one. But those things are worth a lot of money. Also, there is a chest or something over there. Aha, down there. Down, boy. Can I get down there without dying? Hiya! Yeah! Grab it. Nope. I missed.
If you're looking for the hunting cabin, you're almost there. Over there.
Okay. Neato. Well, I mean, I've already started doing stuff. How on earth did you find me? I did miss. Yeah, she does have a pretty badass spear. It'd be nice if I had one of those. I'll go get it. Because I don't want to have to go back to get it later. Way this way. Treat. Yeah. Oh, how on earth am I supposed to get around there? Come on. Go up. There you go. Nope, not supposed to do that. Over here. Yeah. Okay, come on, climb up. Oh no! Damn it. How on earth am I supposed to get down there? Ooh, nice ragdoll. Never mind. Maybe I'll go back and get her later. Freaking meh. Okay, where am I this time? Over here. Cool. Fast travel. Please. Don't know where the hunting cabin's supposed to be. Not a delivery request. Hunting Society. There it is. We're gonna have to come back here later. Gonna use the fast travel so you don't have to watch a horse's ass bob up and down forever. Nope. All the way. Away. Or Connor's ass, for that matter.
Get out of the way! After him!
Get out of the way! He old man. Do. Following the road. You know what? Oh, I can't call a horse yet. Son of a bitch. Pretty sure. Yep, and there's a peg leg thing back there. And there and over there. So, all super out of the way currently. Those open up special I almost said NATO. Naval is the word I'm looking for. Naval missions. Sure like to have a horse right now. What on earth is all this up here? It's like a city on the map, but nothing here. Hey, look, a horse. Ah, bud. Taking this.
Hey, what are you doing? That's mine!
Okay, fine. Okay. Ah. No, leave me alone. Don't want to fight you. Sorry. Put your axe away. Wander into this area. First thing we do is fight the first guy we see. We're not that kind of boy. Besides, there is plot afoot.
Hello? Hello?
You must be one of them native fellas, from the, what's it called? Iroquois tribe. Aye. You from that?
Course not, Terry. Iroquois ain't a tribe.
Oops.
Is so.
Is not. The Iroquois is a confederation.
Confeder what now?
Confederation,
You know.
Tony. It's a group.
Ooh, there's an insult I'm gonna start using. Ya Tony.
Right. Like I said, a tribe.
Listen, you toddy-headed twiddlepoop. There's a difference between a tribe and a confederation, and it's not my fault your skull's too thick to make sense of it.
Who you calling a twiddlepoop, you crump-buck scab? Hey now, this is between me and him.
Yeah, mind your business.
You said hi to me, you asshats. Ya Tonys. Yeah, I know. He's got an old-timey sleeping cap. And he forgot to take it off this morning. That's a nice house. Let's go ring on the door. Skip the road. Super determined closed fist walk. Activate. Start the mission. Yep, we did indeed find the old timer. Sort of. He's not going to open the door because he's kind of a dick. And understandably so, doesn't want any visitors.
What? I was told you could train me.
No.
You were told wrong, boy.
Go away. I'm not leaving.
Fine, I'll just go live in your barn, because it's raining now. Achilles Davenport. Read the thing. You may not think to look at him now, but this man was once the mentor of a powerful branch of the Assassins, the Colonial Brotherhood. Achilles' life before he was an assassin isn't well documented. It seems that most of his records were destroyed when the Templars nearly wiped out the Order in 1763. Which would make him 53 years old at that point. From what I do have, Achilles was recruited in the mid-1730s and became a mentor in 1746. That's pretty good, 16 years. He had a gift for both recruitment and organization, so before long he was the head of a crew of assassins that spanned the colonies and much of the frontier. Achilles strengthened the ties between the Order and the nations of the Iroquois Confederacy, particularly the guys we're playing as, though as far as our records show, Connor is the first Native American to actually become an assassin. Kind of surprising, given their kind of pre-built skill set. Just because that's how they live.
I need a place to camp.
That was a little late in triggering, but whatever. At least I've got this super wet-looking blanket to lay on. And not going to cover up at all. Connor unit powering down. He sleeps like I do, just flat on his face. Well, time to knock on the door again. Like Jehovah's Witness from your nightmares.
There must be another way in.
Try the back door. That's what she said.
Please, all I ask is a moment of your time.
I apologize if I've been unclear or otherwise confused you with my words. It was never my intention to mislead, so let me try to clarify. Get the hell off my land.
Get off my lawn.
I'm coming up!
There we go.
Just hear me out. What are you so afraid of?
Afraid? You think I'm afraid of anything? Least of all a self-important little scab like you?
No, not really.
Or you might dream of being a hero, of riding to rescues, of saving the world. But stay this course, and the only thing you're gonna be is dead. The world's moved on, boy. Best you do too.
You need a longer cane, pal. You shouldn't have to bend over like that to use it.
I will not leave. Do you hear me? I'm never leaving.
You can't get rid of me.
Just wait, old man.
I'm an epic level of asshole.
I will not be defeated so easily.
Way to the stables.
You will train me. You have to.
Well, we tried until about 10 a.m. Time to go to sleep again. And also kick some ass.
These are square toes. This'll be easy.
That's what you said last time, and I wound up with a dead horse and a dark eye.
Who are you?
Ooh. It kicked his ass.
No one you need concern yourself with, little britches.
Best cut for something bad happens.
No.
Can't say we didn't warn ya.
Alright. Ow. Dick. Luckily your sword's really dull. Night night.
Oi, brothers!
Stop hitting me, you prick. Jeez. Apparently I was trained in hand-to-hand combat. And this stone axe is brutal. Because it's got to weigh an absolute ton.
Look at the savage dogs!
Night night. Oh, he Batman that poor bastard.
Best ask the boss man.
Okay, why has he got a club from my tribe?
You working for the old man then? That it?
Yeah, that thing would
Maybe
hurt.
this'll get you talking. Oh.
He just goes, oh, and dies.
Thank you.
Clean this up.
Alrighty.
Then I suppose we should talk.
I mean, you prove you've got some skills in murderizing. Old man stabby indeed. The oldest of stabbies. Yeah, no, at the very least you'd have a broken jaw from getting hit with an uppercut. Also, that chair was a piece of shit. It's not like he weighs a lot.
Not your fault. This whole place is ready to come down. Goddamn miracle it hasn't already.
I keep hoping for a roof beam to hit me in the head, but it
My
won't.
name is Radohangado.
Right. Well, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Now, tell me why you're
Probably
here.
smart.
I was told to seek this symbol.
Do you even know what that symbol represents? Or what it is you're asking for?
Nope.
No.
And yet,
Nice,
here you are.
nice shadow work.
That I am...
These spirits of yours have been harassing the assassins for centuries. Ever since Ezio uncorked the bottle. But you don't even know what an assassin is, do you?
Nope.
Well,
I just want to murder people.
I've got a story to tell, and it's gonna take a while to get it all out.
But like James Bond, I need a license to kill.
And so, this is why the
Murloc jammies
have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of the Templars. Because if they succeed, your spirit's visions will become reality.
Then I will stop them.
Oh, I have no doubt you'll try.
Uh-huh. You gotta give it a shot.
Come on.
Can't guarantee
I've
you're gonna
something to
win.
show you. Careful. Wasn't a joke when I said this place was coming apart.
Why don't you repair it?
'Cause money.
What's the point? Besides, I don't have materials for the job.
So buy them.
With... what?
Look at me. You think I can just march into some store, purse full of pounds, and go shopping?
I mean, in a fair
Why
world,
not?
you could, but
So naive.
let's open this poor boy's eyes to the reality. Also, that wall's gonna catch fire eventually. Look at that scorch mark. What the heck is up with the texture? Oh, the board's coming out. Okay. That makes sense. Sort of. Odd that there's never been a Native American assassin, and yet they're dressed in a very Native American way.
Call yourself an assassin.
I did not.
Feathers and leathers
I would never presume.
all over that
all
thing.
I know they've a certain allure.
That's why he didn't let you in. He was customizing a suit to how you'll be in a couple of years. He got
Very
your
well.
measurements at a glance.
I'll train you. Then we'll know if you've the right to wear those robes.
Text message.
Name's Achilles.
You got a bum ankle or what?
Come on then. We've work to do.
He's holding that cane incorrectly.
You are a speck of dust, a nothing. You and all your
I
kind.
like how he's got almost commissioned portraits of all these guys.
Oblivious to the true
How in the hell did he
ways
get
of the world.
those? Hi, I'm an assassin. Would you kindly
What did the
sit
Templars want?
so I can have you drawn
What
up and
they've
put on my
always
murder
wanted.
wall?
Control. They see an opportunity in the colonies. A chance for new beginnings, unfettered by the chaos of the past. This is why they backed the British. Here they have a chance to illustrate the merits of their beliefs, a people in service to the principles of order and structure.
I have seen what is to come. if
Order
they
and
succeed.
structure.
They have to die, don't they? All of them. Even my father.
Especially your father. He's the one.
When did
holding
you
the whole
learn
thing
he was his father? Like, why aren't you shocked by that? Excuse me, let me go get a drink so I can spit it out in incredulity. Hondo percent.
So I trained. In running, in climbing, in fighting.
And in talking
falling.
to myself.
And for every lesson that concerned the body, there were 2 that concerned the mind.
Charles Lee, updated. Yeah, we know he got a commission to fight with Braddock. Returned. Now, frustrated with his lack of advancement with the British, Lee moved back to New York in 1773. He quickly became a supporter of the revolutionary cause, and in June of 1775, he joined the Continental Army with the rank of Major General. Lee began his service under the command of George Washington, which graded, since Lee had some hopes of being named Commander-in-Chief of the Army himself. Given Lee's experience, he might have had a point, but he also had his drawbacks. Most notable was his temper. Lee was quick to anger, shocker, and had a habit of being very vocally and publicly angry when he didn't get his way. Bosses loved that. Lee also had some rather odd personal quirks. He was exceptionally fond of dogs and was continually surrounded by them, in particular his much-loved Pomeranian. Never trust a man continually surrounded by tiny dogs. He was also vain and liked tailored suits, but rarely washed them, meaning that he smelled little better than his animals, and worse, according to some. Despite his failings, Lee was both a competent leader and popular with the troops. Washington recognized it and named one of the forts on the Hudson River Fort Lee in his honor. If Washington was hoping that just naming a fort after him smoothed over their rocky relationship, it amazingly did not work. In fact, as time went on, Lee became less and less fond of Washington and became reluctant to follow his orders at all. When Washington retreated across New York and New Jersey in 1776, he sent several commands to Lee to follow him, which Lee did, but very slowly, which may be what resulted in him being left behind and captured by the British in 1776. Still, it's understandable. He probably had to stop every 5 minutes to let his bloody dogs piss in a hedge. Fortunately for Lee, he resigned his commission in the British Army shortly after taking on his role in the Continental Army. That meant instead of being tried for being a deserter, his imprisonment in New York was more of an inconvenience. He was wined and dined by the British, allowed to have whomever he wanted as a dinner guest. It was basically a bed and breakfast. In return, Lee gave up information about the state of the Continental Army. Still don't know why I hold my breath when I talk.
Philosophy, logic, the arts. Achilles taught most often of the assassins and Templars, their structures, origins, and purpose. Centuries of history condensed into a few short days. I told him of the men who had burned my village, of Charles Lee, and my promise to him. Achilles explained that Lee and his followers were Templars, and that they were led by none other than my own father. If I was to serve the order, these men would become my targets. So I worked harder, learned faster, but for all my progress, it was clear that I still had much to learn. My training had only just begun.
Everything's still covered up. Need to find the ADB, whatever the hell that is, because it said I unlocked some stuff in it. Though I may not be able to access it yet, because I'm not far enough along. Probably not. Can't jump over that. I'ma go to town with Papa. Except not really, I'm gonna go to town with Achilles. Who is more a father than Haytham anyway? Hi, old man. What you want?
Good morning.
To you as well. You taking a trip?
I've decided to do something about the house, and you're going to help me. Get it?
Almost done with vodka do number 1. Coalesce. I control the world. I've created... Oh, never mind. It'd be cool if it left a path behind you as you, like, put down floor. Then you could draw things in your spare time.
stare.
I mean, why not?
Come on.
She was pretty, though.
This place is incredible.
And everybody's wearing weird clothing.
Sounds and smells.
That dude is
I
barefoot.
could walk these streets for days
Psycho.
and know not even half its wonders.
I thought the same as you upon a time. These days, I much prefer the quiet of the countryside.
But there is so much life here. So many opportunities.
Let me go climb the tower. I want to climb the tower.
For a few, my boy. For a few. There's a store close to here. You're to buy the items on this list. Tell them where the carriage is, and they'll see that it's loaded. Understood?
Yes.
Good. You're also going to need a new name. Your skin is fair enough that you might pass for one with Spanish or Italian blood. Better to be thought a Spaniard than a native. And both are better still than I.
That is not true.
What's true and what is aren't always the same.
What would you call me then?
Yep.
Kana. Yes, that will be your name. All right then, off you go.
Not yet. I'm gonna climb the building. Old State House. This building housed the Massachusetts government from 1713 to 1798. Before the Revolution, that would have meant the governor, his advisors, and the elected assembly. Of course, by elected, I mean elected by the white male property owners, since they were the only people that had the right to vote. The assembly also had rather limited power. The governor had a veto over anything they decided, and on occasion dissolved the assembly when they didn't vote his way. Less a governor, more a dictator. In 1767, a gallery was installed above the meeting floor so the general public could watch the legislature at work. This was a very novel idea at the time. Of course, some of the representatives probably regretted the decision later when crowds used the area to heckle those who voted pro-British. Then again, perhaps that was the point all along. The government moved out of the building to a bigger space in 1798, and the old building was turned over to the merchants, including a wine cellar and a wig maker, making it the colonial equivalent of a shopping mall, the one that mainly dealt in wine and wigs. Nothing. Gaze meaningfully into the middle distance. There's another viewpoint over here. I don't know why there's two so close to each other. Because they have a fair amount of overlap. I hope my extra objective is not do the thing quickly, because that's not going to happen. Frozen grass equals ouchie. Yeah, no kidding. Because you have to imagine it rained slightly before it snowed. Okay. Scared the shit out of me. I thought he jumped the wrong direction there for a minute. He would jump off and just thunk. Let's go get the almanac page. Let's watch him cave his entire spine in on a frozen lump of hay. Because you could make a freaking fortress out of frozen hay if you wanted. That stuff's damn near bulletproof. Actually, it would be bulletproof if he did it right. Ah, crap. I'm gonna come up right underneath it, so it's gonna run away from me. Come on, go up, genius. There you go. Get up there. Ah, yeah. Oh, where'd it go? Son of a bitch. It already took off without me. I'm definitely not getting it now. Yeah. Oh god. Nope, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yeah, I know. It's lost. That's okay. I'll just climb this building over here. At least I can safely climb trees now without breaking my neck. Because that was one thing Haytham never learned as a kid. How to climb a damn tree. Ouch. Old South Meeting House. This building hosted some of the key events in the American Revolution, mostly by accident. It just happened to be one of the largest buildings in Boston, so when meetings at the Faneuil Hall, I guess, overflowed, everyone moved to the Old South Meeting House to continue. This meant the biggest, angriest, and most rebellious crowds ended up here. After the Boston Massacre, the people met here to demand that the governor remove British troops from the city, which he did. Thousands showed up here for meetings leading up to the Boston Tea Party. On the night of the Tea Party itself, this was where Samuel Adams delivered the line, "This meeting can do nothing more to save the country," giving the go-ahead to seize the boats and dump the tea. Is anything a bigger slap in the face of a Brit than dumping tea? No. Well, apart from just slapping us in the face, but that's a secret I wish I hadn't told you. Of course, during the British siege in 1776, this church met the same fate as other rebel hotspots. It was ransacked. The pews and pulpit were torn out and used as firewood, and the interior was filled with dirt and used as a stable and writing school. There was even a bar on the second level. I guess the troops thought that would really stick it to the Puritans. The only thing worse would have been karaoke night. Puritans hate karaoke. Okay, stop that. Don't climb the window. Thank you. I guess that window is all smooth. This one's all sticky. Sure, we'll climb that. This thing is really tall. Yeah. Synchronize. Float an inch off the thing you're standing on. Cool. Frozen hey ho. Now, let's try this almanac page again. Almanac page, get over here. Got it. Oh. This way. These shingles are put in like trash. They're actually put in way more regular than they would have been for that time period. Hey! Old corner bookstore. It's an apothecary shop at the moment, but in a few decades this building would be home to Ticknor and Fields, the leading American publisher of their day. That might sound a bit dull, but this building will be at the center of the American literature and thinking. Authors like Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Harriet Beecher Stowe, even Charles Dickens will meet here. They're missing a comma in that sentence. Of course, given the state of American education, it's possible you don't know who any of these people are. I could have said Minty Clithrow and Pippi Boom Boom, and you still would have looked impressed. Shut up, you British ass. Come here, Paige. Hey-ya! Get it? Oh, it moved. Nah, it moved in a direction I didn't expect, so screw it. Or don't, because I'm running the direction it went, somehow. Hello? Got it. Somehow I ended up standing in its way. Jump across the street. Hiya. Yeah. Excuse me, lady. Sir. Ooh, there's another page. Gotta get it. It's just straight up easier to get them when you're in the area than otherwise. Okay, didn't mean to do that. Hiya. It's moving. It's moving. Ouch. Go. 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 Nope. Up the building. There you go. Okay, got it. Somehow. Where'd it go? Damn it. Don't have any medicine. Up the thing. Oh, sorry, pal. Whee. Yeah, we know the Stamp Act. We got all pissed because the British tried to make us pay for their help in the war, but we didn't have any representation that agreed to that shit. So, fuck them. Punchline is, everybody was assholes, so we fought a big ass war and got our independence. That's how that shit works. Chunk. I wonder if I go in the clean door or the dirty door. Monster.
You lost?
I need the items on this list.
I have no idea who would think he's a freaking Italian or Spaniard.
Or trade.
Well.
Some of these things I have, some I don't. Lumber's hard to come by since my supplier up and vanished. I have the tools and pitch, though. Nails, too. So, where do you want this delivered?
Our wagon is near the State House.
There's no way I didn't just get ripped off. Like, hard.
I should return to Achilles.
Yes, you should. Right.
We've had enough. Ragtag and riffraff, come with me.
We're headed to the customs house to toss some quips at the lobsters.
Ooh, this is not going to end well, historically
What
speaking.
happened?
The Loyalists. Loyalists were colonists who sided with the British during the Revolution. They were also known as Tories, Royalists, and Kingsmen. And probably also by their enemies as those bloody arse-kissing ninny hammers, among other things. While being a loyalist might seem to you like the bad guys, that's only because you know the Patriots won. It's very easy to use history to look smart, even if you were subjected to the American education system, and system is a strong word. In fact, by some estimates, there are as many as 1 in 5 colonists were actively loyalists, and many more tried not to pick a side altogether. I expect the version of the story you've heard goes something like this. The loyalists were traitors who betrayed betrayed their fellow Americans to the British. That's a nice little fiction, since from a loyalist perspective, the opposite was true. The colonies were founded and owned by Britain. The colonists were therefore British citizens, thus the rebels were trying to disobey the king were real traitors here. Aha, you see, you're a country of traitors. Try spinning that. You also have to be pretty brave to be a loyalist, particularly if the people in your community were patriots. Known loyalists were frequently dragged from their homes, beaten, burned with candles, or tarred and feathered. That's just in case you suffered from the delusion that the patriots always took the moral high ground. No, we did fucking not. We were just as much the assholes in this war. Patriots were colonists who united against the British governments in the Revolutionary War. Although at the time of the Revolution, patriot was something of a negative term. What we call patriots today were more likely to be called Whigs, or if you are a loyalist, rebels. The patriot motto was no taxation without representation, a great phrase for rabble-rousing, though a poor choice of catchphrase for, say, a game show host. It's also a phrase that requires a bit of unpacking for a modern audience, by which I mean you, Desmond. The colonies didn't elect representatives to the British legislature because of the travel distance between Britain and America and the distinct lack of aeroplanes, they wouldn't have been practical. Instead, patriots wanted to be governed by representatives within the colonies. Of course, they did have legislatures already, but those were rather prone to being shut down by British appointed governors whenever they didn't behave properly. Read, do exactly what the governor wanted. It's hard to know how many people in the colonies were patriots, but the best guess is between 40 and 45% of the population. The rest were either declared loyalists or people who decided to remain tactically neutral. Probably a wise choice, given that both sides were known for seizing the property of their enemies. Again, everybody was assholes in this war. There was not 100% right side, no matter what you did. We only know that we're the good guys because we ended up winning the damn thing. And mostly because the French helped us out, which sparked a whole bunch of shit over in Europe that we said, yeah, no, not our problem. Come on, you limpy bastard, hurry up.
I say again, disperse! Congregating in this manner is forbidden!
We're not going anywhere, bud!
Oi!
Why don't you go back to England?
No good can come of this chaos! Return to your homes, and all will be forgiven!
Never! Not until you've answered for your crimes!
You're right, cowards!
You don't scare us!
Pointing guns at unarmed
We ain't afraid!
Is that my father?
Yes.
One well-placed arrow would end the entire game right here.
I need you to Taylor's accomplice.
Just right through the eye socket.
This crowd is a powder keg. We can't allow him to light the fuse.
But
nothing. Do as I say and go.
Come on, you gosh.
Alright. Now. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. I'll read through this and then I'll refill my drink. Haytham Kenway as a Templar came to the American colonies in 1754. From what we've learned, Kenway was sent here by Grand Master Reginald Birch with a dual mission: establish his own Templar group to rival the colonial assassins, and search for clues about artifacts related to the first civilization. When a Grand Master tells you to do something, you do it, even if it's just a chest Grand Master. Kenway didn't find the artifacts he was looking for. He did, however, recruit a small dedicated band of Templars. He also attempted to forge a relationship with the people we're playing as in the frontier, and one woman in particular, Zio. The two were briefly lovers, and however brief it was enough, because Connor, unbeknownst to Haytham, ended up raising their son Connor. Zio ended up raising their son Connor. I'm guessing it was Kenway who became Grand Master in the colonies, and therefore the man responsible for the 1763 attack on the colonial assassins. That attack wiped out most of the membership and almost all of our records from that era. It's never been clear exactly what happened in that attack or how Kenway managed to make it such a complete surprise. I really hope we learn that, because that sounds interesting. In any case, I don't think I like this guy. Sorry to use such strong words. Okay, hold on just a second. I need to refill my drink. Alright. Back to the Boston Massacre.
Hey, Lobster! Go ahead! Fire your little gun!
You red-backed, rum-soaked, bacon-faced lout! I'd as soon fight you this one!
I'm hidden. You can't see shit. Okay, get off of those guys. There you go.
What's all the fuss about?
Fire at the townhouse.
You will see nothing. Sneaky McSneaky. Oh, jeez. It's a good thing I happened to blend with those guys at the right time. Oh, jeez. You see nothing. There he goes. Go. You see nothing. I'm not allowed to do anything till he attempts to do something. Sleep now. Sleep.
Your plot is ended. Not quite.
God, he just looks dirty now. He used to be such a clean-cut fellow. But he just looks like a piece of shit now. Yeah, probably not great. Leaving. Hiya. Hiya. There we go.
I need to find Achilles.
Oh, jeez. Leaving. Can I get my map back? Thank you. Alright. Avoiding people. Boston Massacre! Boston Massacre was the culmination of several fights between the British soldiers and the people of Boston. A group of British soldiers fired into a crowd at point-blank range, killing 5. I hope there was only 5 dudes, because that's a really sad kill rate. The reality of it is less damning to the British than it sounds. What started as an argument about a wigmaker's bill, of all things, turned into a mob. Hundreds of British citizens kept 8 British regulars, yeah, bad firing, cornered for hours. By the end of it, many were holding clubs, throwing stones and taunting the soldiers to fire. You know, when you ask them to fire and they do, you should not be surprised. Captain Thomas Preston was in charge of the regulars and tried to defuse the situation by talking with the crowd. They asked if his soldiers' guns were loaded, and he admitted they were. But it would have been stupid for him to order them to fire, since at the time he was standing in front of them. It wasn't until one of his soldiers was hit by a stone, which forced him to drop his musket, that the regulars fired into the crowd, against the orders of Preston, who later testified he never gave the command to fire. It's possible his men mistook the taunts of the crowd for an order. The regulars were arrested and tried for murder. 6 were acquitted, including Thomas Preston. The other 2 men were found guilty of manslaughter and had their thumbs branded in lieu of the usual sentence, which was death. One of the interesting things about the massacre is what happened afterward. That is how both sides tried to spin it to their advantage. The fact that most people call it a massacre should give you some idea of who won this particular PR war. Revolutionaries portrayed it as an attack on the colonial liberties, and images of the event, popularized by Paul Revere, showed an organized British force firing into the crowd, not a confused group of soldiers cornered by an angry mob. The British, on the other hand, referred to the event as the incidents on King Street. They were naturally calm in a crisis. unlike countries who insist on turning every minor confrontation into a three-ring circus. Anyway, the wigmaker dropped his prices, and it never happened again. I call it a victory for the bald. Crown Coffee House. The name of this place is somewhat misleading. It's likely that this coffee house sold more wine than coffee, since coffee was only just becoming popular. I know it's hard to imagine a time when people didn't enjoy their morning cup, but there you are. If we go by the number of bottles they had in stock, this was one of the busiest taverns in Boston, likely because of its location. If you were arriving in Boston by ship in the 1700s, let's face it, you didn't fly in. This would have been the first tavern you saw, and since taverns were great places to get information, you might as well have stopped here for a drink and the latest news. Now, what is up with this? He's got a yellow exclamation point for some reason. What's up, son? Aha. Small stuff to buy. Stone dagger. I have 0 monies. Less the price, then less precise than steel. Oi. Creates a very light weapon. Iron oh god, that looks brutal. Dirk, which is a small sword. War tomahawk, very nice. Probably a pipe as well. And the broken sword knife. Map. Got a bunch of chests. Good. Reef. Trinket map. We will want that eventually. Now. Bear claw. We're going to save all this because a lot of it is crafting stuff that we can use later. Time to leave. Nope, get off that. Across the harbor.
Over here.
Why, hello, Sam. I like your beer. No, you're supposed to frickin'... Ugh. I wanted to read the thing about him.
You're Achilles' boy.
Because he's an
Connor,
interesting dude. Also, his model is better than a lot of others.
A fine mess, that.
Who are you?
Samuel Adams, at your service.
No idea what that
Achilles
means.
asked me to get you out of Boston.
Explain.
The whole city's looking for you.
Oh yay, oh yay! A criminal stalks the streets, wanted in connection with the
Yeah,
massacre
he's a
at the
freaking
townhouse.
child.
Citizens are advised to call the guards if they see him. £10 to whoever brings this madman
What am I supposed to do?
You can take down these posters for a start. Return to me once you remove the others.
Alright.
I've nothing more to say so long as those
Sam Adams. Samuel Adams was a Boston lawyer, a signatory of the Declaration of Independence, and a prominent political figure during the lead up to the American Revolution. I think that's put your little life into perspective, hasn't it? Adams was born in Massachusetts, the son of another Samuel Adams, who was a well-off merchant. Adams, the younger one, went to Harvard, graduating in 1740. He went into business for himself, but was a dismal failure and ended up taking a job in the family brewery. Hence Sam Adams beer. A lot of men turn to breweries when their businesses fail, but in a rather different way. And that was fortunate for his historical legacy, since his relationship to beer may be the only reason most Americans have even heard of him. Adams was elected to the Massachusetts legislature in 1765, which was the beginning of his political career. He was a staunch supporter of colonist rights, mainly the ever-popular arguments over whether British Parliament had a right to impose taxes, but wasn't pro-independence, at least not at first. I think it's fair to say he changed his mind later. Adams is often portrayed as an angry radical, but that's a bit of a biased picture. Adams disliked vigilantism, and for the most part, though he approved when a mob forced Boston stamp collector to resign, so perhaps he only disliked some vigilantism. In later years, when Adams was in Congress, he refused even to join a political party because he found the idea divisive. Yes, it very much is. A sentiment which he shared with George Washington, incidentally. However, Adams' reputation for being a rabble-rouser is somewhat understandable. He was a representative for the town of Boston after the Boston Massacre, and succeeded in having the regulars kicked out of town. He spoke at the Old South Meeting Hall just prior to the Boston Tea Party, and had said he gave the signal for the dumping of the tea, though there's some debate over whether he was involved, which I'm happy about, as a gentleman does not waste tea. Adams was infamous enough that he had to leave Boston for Lexington in 1775 to avoid arrest by the British, who considered him a troublemaker. Shocker. When the siege of Boston began, the Massachusetts governor offered to pardon any rebels who would lay down their arms, except Adams and John Hancock. Overall, Adams certainly was a thorn in the side of the British, though what puzzles me is why some Americans think being an angry revolutionary was a bad thing. It got you where you are today, didn't it? Actually, hang about. Yes, I may see their point after all. Very interesting dude. And a lot of fun to read about. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. Now, what are my side objectives? Nothing? Neat. Okay, get...
We can't be seen together until these posters
Sorry.
are gone.
Jesus. Okay. Let's go get this guy. In the water. Ah! How in the hell did they see me?
Say for certain who fired the first shot, but we now suspect a man of native origin. Many speculate as to why.
Hey! Get in there. Nope. You see nothing. Can't see around the corner. It's on the other side of this damn wall here. No, no, no. You see nothing. Fucking leave. Get. No, no. Run away. At least I'm still faster than these guys. Bye. Night night. Haha. Leave. You dick. Now I gotta move slowly. Dun, 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 dun. Talk to me, Sam. What's next?
Ah, Connor. There you are. I'd like you to meet Cyrus.
Is he the killer?
No.
Peace. Cyrus is on our side, or rather,
I could be.
the right price he
Keep
will
talking.
Have you seen this man?
Watch and learn.
Oh yay, oh yay! Word has reached us that the man responsible for today's shooting may have been in disguise. A wig and makeup tin were found near the scene of the crime. Witnesses describe a middle-aged gentleman of pale complexion fleeing towards the wharves, rifle in arm.
Not a small native boy.
Thank you kindly, Cyrus.
Pleasure.
Come on, then. There's still one last bit of work to do.
You keep talking that way, I won't have to
Where are we
murderize you.
going? To the printer. Where do you think all those posters came from? They're made by a machine. We need to shut it down.
Escort him, huh? We gotta go down here then.
Damn it, we're too late. They've set up a checkpoint. Come on, this way.
I can go by rooftop and meet you there.
No. Better you learn about the tunnels now.
Tunnels?
The Masons have a whole network of them under the city.
Ooh, the
They're quite
Masons.
useful when speed and secrecy
Conspiracy
required.
buzzword. Mark it on your bingo card. Okay, get off the lamppost. Dummy. Ooh, don't go that way. Let's go through here. Okay. Wait till those assholes pass. Nope. You see nothing. Certainly not a dude climbing up there. Ooh, there's a sparkly nearby. I hear it. Aha. It's a page. Got it. Sorry, Sam. Got distracted for a minute. Off the roof. Yeah, he's coming. Calm down, game. What's the thing? Yeah. There you go.
Then.
Get in the thing. I failed miserably at doing that sneakily last time. Glad I figured out how to do that properly.
Hold on.
Need a lantern. Yes, they can be used to travel from one location to the other, so long as you have
Use your
discovered the
lantern
entrance.
to light the lamps, Connor. They'll help us find our way should we get turned around.
I wonder why they built these tunnels.
And when in doubt, follow the rats.
Excellent. Let us move on.
Yeah, guessing on this one.
Much as it pains me to say it, we must follow the rats, as they often move in the direction of an exit.
Moving through the sewers, following the freaking rats. This must be the right way, because they're light. Boosh. Got it.
Well. You were right. I apologize for ever doubting. No wonder Achilles has taken such an interest in you.
Arse.
Arse.
You don't suppose lockpicking is part of your repertoire?
Of fucking course it is. I would love if he just handed him the lantern and kicked the door open. That would have been awesome. If you do it quick enough, it only takes the one.
Well done. The printer isn't far. Let us reconvene there.
Fast travel point unlocked. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Viewpoint. So let's go do that. Yeah. Old North Meeting House, other side of town. Don't confuse this place with the Old North Church. It's actually a completely different building, which is why it has a different name. This particular meeting house was for the second oldest congregation in Boston, which earned it the alternate name, the Second Church. What an age of endless imagination this was. Get a good look while you can. This wooden building will be torn down in 1776 and used as firewood. The church members would tell you it's because the British didn't like them much, and perhaps they have a point because they still don't. The Reverend Mr. Lathrop, known for his pro-rebel sermons and tellingly, he and most of his congregation weren't in Boston in 1776. I wonder why. After the Old North Meeting House was torn down, the Christ Church inherited the prestigious Old North title, becoming the Old North Church that most people know. And synchronize. At least both of his feet are sort of on something this time. Text message. Hi, traveling trader man. Can I talk to you? Yes, I can. Dang it, I was hoping for more options than that. Because I think those guys can be recruited to come to the homestead. Printing house. Yeah, cold frozen bricks indeed.
You ask a great deal of me, Sam.
I know, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important, if it wasn't vital.
Fine. Just this once, though. In the future, such things will come at a price. Resetting the type is neither quick nor easy. To say nothing of the cost should I be discovered.
I shall not forget this kindness.
Nor I.
His work will see your last little bit of notoriety
You
erased.
owe me.
Come, I'll show you how to leave now that order's been restored. So, now you've had a chance to see how it all works. Untoward actions will upset the citizens and inevitably lead to the guards being called. Depending on the severity of your transgression, they may simply search a bit before giving up and returning to their post. But should you offend them severely or repeatedly, they'll become much more aggressive in their pursuits. I've shown you 3 ways to turn the tide. Remove wanted posters, bribe town criers, or visit a printer to create your own propaganda.
This feels wrong. Why not just speak to someone and explain my innocence?
You can't be serious.
We counter one lie with another.
Yep.
Words on paper instantly taken as truth, and all of it without question.
They lose this beast.
Wait until the
Or have you
internet
forgotten?
starts.
I merely helped you tame and turn it round.
There must be another way. Something more honest.
But when you find it, do let me know. But until then, we sculpt with the clay we have.
My apologies.
Yup.
I do not mean to sound ungrateful.
Quite all right. I was much the same at
What's
your
up?
age. You'll grow out of it.
Nope.
Here we are.
Like
Speak
a
with the
hot
Harbor
pocket.
Master,
maybe.
and he'll see you home.
Thank you for everything,
I'm
Sam.
not really hungry.
I promise one day to repay the favor.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Like this.
Learning the white man's ways. I was given a dog to scratch. We zoom in, zoom in. A half a hoagie? Yeah. That'll work. There we go. Now we'll end up at the dock instead. Hopefully. Hi, Nana. I have the other dog now. I have the small white dog. Where are you going? Don't know where she went. Somewhere in here. Well, that ship looks like ass. Can I call a horse yet? Cannot. Raccoon! Get him! Got him. Give me your skins. Do 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 do. Just sitting here in a room with nothing else in it.
Welcome back.
You left me in Boston.
The training we've done here is all well and good, but experience is a better teacher by far.
What of my father?
Into the wind, I'm afraid.
We have to find him.
And we will, after the house has been repaired.
But he's out there plotting who knows what.
And what would you do
He knows what.
when you found him? If you found him. You're a boy with a few months of training. He's a man full grown who spent decades honing his skills. If you're going to stand a chance against the Templars, you're going to need these.
Hidden blade time.
Go on before I change my mind.
He is indeed a man. I gotta go outside, I guess. You get given hidden blades, and the first thing you do is go chase some dude down in a river. You don't use the blades for at least a mission or two.
There's no time. Please come.
Whee! Now that slowed me down. Cardio.
Down there. He's just passed under the bridge.
The man with the sleeping cat lost his friend.
Someone! Help! Help me! Please! Someone! Help! Help me! Please! Someone! Help!
I'm working on it. Shut up. Nope, go around. There you go.
Someone! Help! Help me! Please!
Got him. You're not supposed to jump in the water until you're supposed to. I saved the ginger.
What this knobbend is trying to say is he's forever in your debt, sir.
Who you calling? A knobbend?
You, because you are one.
What were you doing on those logs?
One of the dangers of lumbering. We've got the camp set up a few rods off of here as we're cutting timber. We're hoping to open a mill in the area.
There's a good place not far from the manor on the hill where I'm staying.
I like you already. We'll have a look.
And now we have lumber dudes, even though they lived here for pretty much ever. At least since we've known them.
I'll miss the peace and quiet, but we can certainly use the wood.
The manor needs a lot of work.
That and other things. Meet me at the small shack by the shoreline when you have time. There's something else you need to see.
What is it?
An asset.
Sort of. It will be eventually. Now way the hell over here is another person you can help. Yeah, we know. Got lumber, then we're gonna get somebody who can build stuff out of said lumber. Who in the hell are you? I don't recognize you at all. Who are you? I mean, you seem nice. I just have no idea who you are. Anna, Godfrey, Terry, and Catherine. So, them and their significant others, pretty much. Let's go save this guy. Saving a dude. Yeah.
Let's see if our man can fly.
Ow.
What in God's name is going on around here? Anyone?
Night night. Ow. Dick. Bye. Pull this guy up. Oh, Jesus. Scared the hell out of me.
Wavy Lays or some chips?
Wavy Lays, please. Thank you.
Need a drink.
No, I got a drink. Thank you.
Yep.
I got a sandwich.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I think so. Didn't do much to me aside from a good scare. Blackguards.
What did they
Because
want?
my wife was awesome and brought me a sandwich.
My purse, which was meager, and they decided to punish me for their trouble. Silly, really. My tools and equipment were worth a king's share to the right man. In any case, I best get on my way. It's a long walk to the nearest inn. I thank you again for your kindness.
Have you no home?
Oh, well, I was a proud resident of Boston until recently, but I'm not a supporter of His Majesty, and, well, I was forced out of my woodshop and home by loyalists.
There are plenty around here who could use the services of a skilled craftsman if you were looking for somewhere to settle.
Is that right? I may look into that.
Well, he built a house pretty freaking quick. He has access to the level editor. Wait. Doing my best not to chew in everybody's ear. It is difficult. Need this one. Might as well get those two on the way. Okay. Textures, calm down. Hiya! Oh god. Ow. That water not near as deep as I was hoping. This is where I found what's-his-nuts. Or rather, where I saved what's-his-nuts. And just a chest sitting in the middle of freaking nowhere. That's where what's-his-nuts almost died. Now, if I jump off, do I die? Let's see. I do not. Now let's swim forever and a day. And go get the other chest. Come on, get up. Climb, you nerd. Fine, go over here. Climbs rocks pretty well. Though he would now freeze to death after soaking in the water. Hey look, a wolf. Sleep. Come and get me. Ouch. 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 Get off. Alright, give me my freaking arrow back. Wolves hurt. That arrow's still just sticking in the ground. Alright. Now the cool part is when he puts his knife out, okay, he had nothing there. Way to ruin my description. They put the hidden blade on a hinge, so it rotates down almost like a dagger, which is pretty badass.
And we'll find out what it was he held so dear. I met him once, that captain. He was 7 feet tall if he was an inch. I tell you.
What are you talking about, you psychopath?
Almost broke my hand shaking it'll know. I did feel it then when I met him. No weapon made by man could harm him.
Instead of talking to that drunk crazy man, we'll talk to this drunk man.
Go away!
Said go away, boy! Do you not speak the king's English?
No, I just speak bad English, thank you.
Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name
He's just sitting in a chair in the middle of a room drinking.
To restore the property.
Good man.
Restore? Restore? Pardon my manners. She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection, she'll fly again.
Who is she?
Who is she?
That shit is
Why,
sitting on
Aquila
dirt
boy,
at this point.
The ghost of the North Seas.
The boat.
A boat? She's a ship, boy, and make no mistake about it. I thought you brought him here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor,
More
meet me back at the manor when you've finished here.
You said it requires repairs. You able?
She does need work. A ship is a she, boy. And yes, I can refit her, but I'm lacking in the proper supplies. Some quality timber would help me get started.
I can see to that. How long before she is able to sail again?
Just get me the lumber, boy. I'll raise a crew.
God, it reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean. I'll get your damn crew. He even looks kind of like Gibbs. Just an older version of him. Last year, I'm already awake. Yep. Robert Faulkner is probably the most storied members of the Assassin Navy. Nice grammar, though he was never formally named to a position above first mate. Yep. All he needed was pigs filling his house. Robert Faulkner was the 4th generation of his family to be a seaman. I'm glad I didn't say that out loud, but I did. But the first in his family to be recruited to work for the Assassins. He started off in the Royal Navy, but finding his career stalled, partly due to his inability to purchase commissions, he left to work for the United Company of Merchants. In 1753, Faulkner disappears from the historical record, presumed dead, but that's because he joined the Assassins as first mate of the flagship, the Aquila. Faulkner was much sought after as a mariner. Recruiting him was quite a coup for the Brotherhood. He had a reputation for having a disciplined crew and an almost uncanny knack for avoiding trouble, not to mention predicting the weather. Whether through years of experience or some other more mysterious ability, because I totally believe in those. You should, I can see shit on the walls. Faulkner would know when a storm or calm patch of sea was coming in, and could use it to his advantage. Imagine that, a natural weatherman who could accurately predict the weather. The world would never see his like again. Faulkner served on board the Aquila until it was nearly destroyed in 1768, always deferring when asked to become captain. He never gave his reasons why. However, his love for the ship was quite touching. He had it towed to its location near Boston, despite doubts that it would ever be seaworthy again. Faulkner could have gone back to the sea aboard another ship, but didn't. He stayed close to the ever-deteriorating Aquila and took to drinking, which is where Connor found him. See you, Gibbs. And the Aquila. Don't let appearances deceive you. You're looking at the former flagship of the Assassin Navy, if perhaps a little past its prime. The Aquila was built in France in 1749 in the city of Brest. Stop it. The design was incredibly innovative for its time. The ship was light, fast, and could carry a surprising amount of artillery for its size. It would be decades before there were shooters that could match the Aquila's speed. Of course, there were some disadvantages to the design, namely that the ship handling was very touchy and required an experienced crew. That meant the Aquila was underutilized until the Assassins hired someone who would be able to use the ship to its full potential, Robert Faulkner. In 1754, the Aquila followed a Templar ship into a storm and was lost with all hands on board, or so we wanted the Templars to think. In reality, it sustained only minor damage, was refitted, and became the Assassin's secret weapon, staying out of major harbors, using its speed and the element of surprise to harass ships on Templar business. The Aquila took on mythical qualities. It was whispered about in ports along the eastern seaboard as the Ghost of the North Seas, a pirate vessel crewed by ghosts and could appear and disappear into a sudden fog. This reputation was due both to Faulkner's uncommon skill and the superstitious nature of most sailors, who loved a ghost story and all wanted to marry a mermaid. Eventually, the Templars cottoned on to what had happened, but it did take them more than a decade. They weren't the sharpest tool, let's say, in a box full of spoons. In 1768, the ship was caught in a trap by 3 British frigates. The Aquila was able to limp away from the battle, but ran aground in shallow water. The British left it for lost. Robert Faulkner survived the battle and had the ship towed back to a private bay near Boston, where it and Faulkner slowly deteriorated. That is, until Connor found them both. No, the game is not family friendly. But in my opinion, not all games have to be. I rather prefer when they're not, because they could tell the story they're meant to tell without having to worry about being politically correct. Or at least familially correct. That's a word. Because let's face it, cursing and blood and titties are part of life. I'm sure they do. And YouTube wants family-friendly videos, because that's how they make their ad money. That's why I wouldn't mind making it at least up to affiliate, because then you don't have to rely on ad revenue at all. You can just hopefully build your group of friends and call it good. But if not, I'm still going to stream because I think it's fun.
I have something to show you. Come, take a look.
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage the homestead's dealings.
And these?
That
Titties
was
and
years
semen.
ago. Before the
Semen
snow
on titties.
fever, before the
Titties on
Templars,
semen. Hey.
before everything collapsed.
Their preferred state.
But that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
Yes, touch my big mysterious book. Stockpile by the oak. Trading menu. Envoy. There we go. Clothing and woodworks. All right. We'll send him. And send. Nate. Mission complete. Evacuation complete.
Time passed quickly after that.
Calm.
My days a blur
Calm.
of study, training, and work.
Evacuation. Calm.
What little free time Achilles allowed me was spent learning about the Templars.
I need to watch that
about
movie.
Charles Lee and my father.
Freaking funny.
I longed to confront them, to put an end to their schemes, to ensure my people would remain untroubled and free.
These chips are super
But I knew
crunchy.
it was too soon. That to approach them now would see me killed.
I have
All
a
my
boat.
work would be for nothing. Patience, restraint.
Did she enjoy it?
The most difficult subjects for me.
Or was there just a lot
But
of
in
head
time,
shaking
I
going on?
mastered them as well. Days became months. Months became years.
Really smashed my head on that
And
rock.
as my skills and knowledge grew, so too did I.
That's how Courtney was as well. Yep. We got the collection not too terribly long ago. We also, we watched The Mask recently and played a drinking game with it. Forgot a lot of that movie. And I picked up on new details. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the rules off the top of my head. There was, anytime someone put on or took off the mask, anytime Max was useful, anytime he said somebody stop me or smoking. What else? 10 minutes. Can I see it? Oh, there's a conversation to be had. Not seeing the convoy. Alright. Can't really remember the rest of the rules, though. Oh, anytime Jim Carrey did one of his kind of trademark rubber face looks or impersonated another celebrity. It wasn't bad. It actually
and feast your eyes, boy.
struck a good balance instead of getting absolutely trashed.
No, not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible
He just got decently buzzed by the end of the film.
Foot first.
She is solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale, near a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day. What do you say we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
Where would we go?
As it happens, she still needs guns and the officers to command them. We'll launch straight away. Don't worry, lad. I'll make sure you sprout good sea legs.
Yeah, we're gonna sail right into a storm.
All in the mainsail! Get up the
Probably
rigging!
not.
Hand over fist! Come on, men! Let's get her out where she needs to be. Come on, lad. No time like the present. Double time, boy. It's time you learned.
Yeah. We're working on it. Naval ships. They're boats. You probably don't know much about 18th century naval warfare because you don't know much about anything at all. So here's a rundown of some of the types of vessels you're likely to encounter. Frigates. These are long, relatively light vessels with a lot of guns, more than 28 if you want to get technical about it. Frigates were light and easily maneuverable, so they were often used for reconnaissance or escorting merchant vessels. Frigate is also a terrific word to use if you want to swear at your mother-in-law, but she's nearby. These were gunboats, were smaller vessels generally containing only one gun, but it was a really big gun. The gun in the boat was where the term gunboat comes from. Gets the word gun from. It's not known why the word boat is there. Gunboats were relatively inexpensive to build and could be assembled quickly. They were most often used to bombard targets on land. Although gunboats can easily be destroyed by a larger ship, such as a frigate, several gunboats together could do some serious damage before a larger ship could destroy them all. Strength in numbers, and guns of course. Mostly guns. Schooners were small light craft noted for their speed. These were the preferred ships for privateers during the American Revolution. There was nothing better for breaking through enemy lines faster than you could get a shot at, or for making a fast getaway. Nowadays, of course, we have jet skis. Man o' war. This isn't really a naval classification, but more of a catch-all term for warships carrying a lot of cannon. Most of the men-of-wars you'll see will likely be ships of the line, which are essentially big ships with multiple gun decks stacked on one another. Basically, naval warfare consisted of lining your ships up broadside against the enemy ships in order to hit them with the most cannonballs possible. Of course, the enemy would be trying to do the same thing. Predictably, the biggest ships with the most guns usually won, leading to the building of more ships with even bigger guns. It wasn't sophisticated, but by God it worked. I'm gonna drive the boat.
Come on, she won't bite.
Yes, she will. Ow.
You half sail. Ha! Your killer flies again. Do you feel it, lad? Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find our guns and officers there. She's a nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows. Call for full sail if you like.
Engage turbo boost. I have to wonder, did ships actually have these, like, side booms that give you a bunch of extra sail?
Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
I mean, small ships like this, how dangerous was it that a really big gust of wind could just knock the whole damn thing over?
Now, take us through these shallows. Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hole. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
Yep. I still want to run into that guy's ass. Let's follow this dude as he turns on a freaking dime.
Hold your tack to keep your right of way.
Basically, I get to go first because I'm still going straight. I think in reality it was more, I'm bigger than you, get out of the damn way. Does make me want to play Assassin's Creed 4. Yay, more fireworks, because people aren't done harassing my dogs yet. Oh, jeez. A lot of fireworks, good grief. Is the mic picking that up? Yes, it is. Pretty sure that's just on the street behind us.
Cottages! We're close!
Handbrake turn! There we go.
We'll go ashore, buy our guns, and find our officers.
Back when those were still ropes and not chains.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
She looks
We
evil.
are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
I think her eyes are all messed up.
Nice to see you, too.
Robert Faulkner. Where the hell you been?
Drunk.
Sorry for leaving like I did, lads, but where I was going, no one could know. You two working much?
No. Between contracts at the moment.
Well, we're looking for gunnery officers. What would you two say to working with me again?
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
Good show. The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Where is Charles Lee?
I don't much care for your tone.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Faulkner turned to wet nursing. It's good you finally realize you're a shite sailor.
Whoa, 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 not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be ready. Come on.
He is scared of her, for sure. As he probably should be. Those are some fancy-ass cannons. Eat the sandwich faster. Alright. David and Richard Clutterbuck were gunners in the Merchant Navy, starting in the mid-18th century. According to their reputation, these two weren't averse to a friendly fistfight over pretty much anything, so if you're talking to them, try not to mix up their names. David is the older brother, Richard the younger. Oh, and definitely don't try to be funny with their surname. The Clutterbucks were a Dutch family who moved to London when David and Richard were young. Their father was a dock worker, and so the two brothers grew up near and in the dockyards, running errands to pass the time and earn extra cash. They showed an early aptitude, an affinity, if you will, for fighting. The two brothers joined a crew with Robert Faulkner on board the Stalwart in 1750 and worked with him until he disappeared in 1753. Unlike many who go to sea in search of adventure and treasure, the Clutterbucks' motivation was somewhat different. Guns. They grew up hearing the stories of the sea, but it wasn't until they overheard a gunner talking about the power of his cannon that they decided sailor's life was for them. The sailor was not, in fact, talking about an actual cannon, but the impressionable lads missed it. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm saying he was talking about another type of cannon, a different weapon altogether. He was saying that his cannon had power. I'm using speech marks to make it obvious. He had a powerful weapon. He wielded an enormous penis. Still don't get it? Oh well. The Clutterbuck spent years traveling on various merchant and privateer vessels, almost always hiring on as a pair. They eventually settled semi-permanently in Martha's Vineyard, taking it as a place to rest between contracts before they would get tired of all the quiet and hire on to another crew. I'll explain that joke again later. Nick Biddle. Nicholas Biddle was an ambitious young sailor who became one of the first captains of the Continental Navy. Biddle joined the Royal Navy in 1770, I mean the British side, but when the American Revolution started, he offered his services to the Continental Congress, so a traitor then, though it's funny how you lot don't generally see it that way. Anyway, while he was only a midshipman for the British, Congress quickly gave him command of his own ship, the Franklin. In 1776, was offered an even better deal, command of a brand new ship named the Randolph. Yep, pretty much. That would be Sean talking. History's mute on the reason behind Biddle's rise to prominence, however I think we might be able to solve the mystery. We saw Church recruiting him when Connor stopped in Nantucket. Biddle eventually became a privateer for the Continental Congress, patrolling British shipping routes, harassing their ships, and keeping the spoils from any he could capture. He had a reputation as an excellent captain. He divided the spoils evenly and never used corporal punishment against his crew. What a softy. Pitiful, really, though I think you can see why that would be a job perk. God, those things scared me that time. Next. The Awesome Winch with the creepy dead eyes. Amanda Bailey was well-known and well-liked innkeeper in Martha's Vineyard around the time of the American Revolution. She was born in North Carolina in 1730, the oldest of a large family. Her mother died when she was 14, leaving young Amanda to work and help care for her younger brothers and sisters alone. Amanda first crossed paths with Robert Faulkner when she was a teenager. He was working for the United Company of Merchants, she was a barmaid. Clearly a recipe for romance. They exchanged letters, I suppose it was the texting of the day, which stopped when Faulkner disappeared from Halifax to join the assassins. Sad face. Despite reports that Faulkner had fallen overboard and was dead, Amanda felt he was still alive somewhere, and after several years she went in search of him, possibly so she could give him hell for abandoning her, but I'm speculating. She never found Faulkner, and eventually settled in Martha's Vineyard, taking a job working in a local inn, which she later purchased. Amanda had a born talent for leadership and organization. She was responsible for setting up the first school in the area, not to mention advocating for improvements to the docks to bring in more business. Her inn was a hub for gossip during the Revolution, particularly if you wanted the latest in ship movements. It will probably come as no surprise to you that she was a spy for the Patriots, but that's only known publicly since 1919, when a box of her personal correspondence was found, including some coded notes in Benjamin Talmadge's handwriting. Let's go shoot some shit.
What the bloody hell was that about?
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
A Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the Crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need.
Alright. Should I feel the need? Try it when I feel the need. What the hell was that message on my screen? I have no idea.
Looks like a British frigate with half seas over. Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
Alright.
Round shot for a start.
Got it. Patow!
Well done, boy! Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible.
some old powder in there.
Good. Now give the swivel guns a turn. More precise. Hit those old powder barrels and light up the sky.
That's a lot of powder. Oosh.
Not bad for a spot, Captain.
I do like that you can see the clutterbucks just hanging out on the rail, like, yeah,
Provided something
shoot the
interests me.
stuff.
Ah, getting a taste for the open sea, are we? We'll make a jet tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long.
We. Use swivel guns, successfully brace when attacked.
Why is
Alright.
he shooting at us?
Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard.
Use the swivels on him, Captain.
Boosh. I kind of missed on that one. That works.
English frigate!
Shit.
I'll be twaddled, another one.
I'll be but
Where in
twaddled.
the bloody hell did
That's
she
another
come
good
from?
swear. Take it, you nerd. Boom. Get down. That sucked. Down. Okay, they didn't attack. Ah, bullshit, I did it at least twice. Screw you, game.
Carry on, sailor. Not bad for your first voyage, eh, boy?
Now we best be getting back, or the old man'll have my guts for garters.
I mean, you kept me alive, so how pissed can you be? New painting is available. Alright. And a new email. Ah, my foot itches. There we go. Alright.
I got 'em! All of 'em! You get what I need, and I'll give 'em to you. Simple. You got a ship, could find 'em all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't end well for you. Or his knees, or whatever's wrong with him.
2 weeks, and not even a goodbye before you left.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Salty bunch.
Well, what are you waiting for?
You to accept the apology, I guess?
Put them on.
New duds. Yeah. And I think that might be a good place to stop. Once I get control back, I call it a stream.
Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
I'm pretty sure they put the kid face on the adult body, because that build just looks kind of beefy for that head. We'll see if it kicks us out again. If so, we'll explore the cave a bit, then call it good. Definitely gonna have some aging going on in the background here, because that is not the face we left. Sure enough.
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by.
Right.
Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Well, at least go through this then.
Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Uh-huh. Because the stark white hoodie with the hood up isn't unbelievably obvious.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're
It's
on
a
mission.
baby drone, and the propellers are missing.
This will let us talk to each other.
And this is a Bluetooth.
listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above. What do you
The
mean
usual
above?
assassins thing. You're gonna learn how to base jump. No teacher-like experience, I guess. Well, shit. Now I want to play Watch Dogs.
Can you hear me?
Because I haven't finished that one
Testing.
either.
1, 2, 3.
Yep, reach you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera?
So we can play from a third-person perspective.
I've got pictures. Running diagnostics.
That sound effect was exactly like the one they use for Sparks in the Spyro games.
I've got a nice strong signal.
Is the stream still somewhat functional? I know his nose is so big. For some reason my preview's being real choppy, but I'm not seeing any dropped frames. Is everything good on your end? Nope, get down. Whoa! What happened? Uh-oh. Well, that's cool. The game just froze. Yes, it did. It very much crashed. Interesting. My preview stream is behind the actual stream, and it's buffering repeatedly. which is awesome. So maybe that's a sign I need to stop. Because, ooh, yeah, that's choppier than it's supposed to look. Okay, well, we're going to call it a night then, since the game just crashed and I have absolutely no idea where it's going to put us. But hopefully we'll be back here later this week. I won't be streaming tomorrow. Unfortunately, I got too much going on, but should be back with something on Thursday and then back in Assassin's Creed on Sunday. So, hope everybody has a good week, and we'll see you next time.